welcome to my video. So today we're going to be crocheting.
Did you mean my video?
Ruby, we've talked about this before.
Okay guys, today I'm going to show you how to learn a new skill.
It's called crochet. And we're going to be crocheting a bow. And I know how you feel when in some videos they feel like they're helping, but then in actual thought they're going really fast and you can't you can't do some parts. So I'm gonna be teaching you because I'm a beginner. So I'm gonna tell you what you need. So this is a 5mm yarn, and you're wondering where it will say that. On the packaging when you buy it from the store, it should say, you should like look around the wrapping and it should say that. This is I've had this for a while. It's been really successful. So it's already opened up. And then you're gonna need the same type of hook. So this is a 5mm yarn, so I need a 5mm hook. And then also you're gonna need a pair of scissors. Always be careful with the scissors, guys. Always, if you're ever walking with scissors, you see this little tip part. You wanna make sure it's like this. So enough with that. Let's start crocheting.
Question.
Yes, Ruby.
Can you use a 7mm yarn with a 5mm needle?
No, Ruby, that's not gonna work because your hook does it. If I'm using a 20mm yarn and I'm using a 10mm hook, that's not gonna work out at all.
So if I go to a store, I should be buying a 5mm yarn and a 5mm needle.
Yes, Ruby, that is very correct. Now, I know you guys are thinking, well then now yarn people just want us to get a crochet hook with it now. Well, that's actually for
What
your own
is it
good.
called? A crochet hook, not a needle?
This is a crochet hook and this is yarn.
Can I have a look at it, please?
Yes.
Let's.
So now I'm using
Oh, this has got a little hook at the one end. That's why it's called a hook.
I used to have a plastic one, and sadly I was way too strong and I broke it.
So you suggest bringing like a wooden one?
Yes, get a wooden hook. I recommend that. And if you can't get a wooden one, I would recommend a metal one. So we also have a metal one.
Okay. Can you show us how to do it?
Okay. So first we're going to do our loop, okay? So first we're going to take our tail, wrap like this. See how it's like across? Okay, now I'm going to take it off very gently. Now you see this yarn? You're going to want to put it in. Now see, it didn't work for me. Sometimes you got to try again. And that can sometimes happen when you need to try again. And see? Now,
there's a saying called try, try, try until you succeed.
So this is the loop. Now you are seeing how this is very big. Now don't worry about this. We will cut this off later. We're going to see this. Well, I can tighten it a bit like this. Tighten it gently. Next you're going to go loop it twice. Once do like this, the other like that. Next you're going to take your middle finger and your thumb, put it on your... If you have no stitches, put it on the knot, but if you have stitches, put it on the last stitch you did. So I'm going to hold it like this. You can use the fork and knife trick. You can hold it like how you would hold a fork or knife. And then you're going to go down like that. It's kind of like your hook is bowing. You're going to take it through. And then you have your first stitch. Now, originally of how I learned this crochet thing, I used an app, and so they said do 65 stitches, but sometimes I want to do more. Ruby, please be nice to our viewers, okay? So here, if you need me to example again, you're gonna hold it like a fork or knife, like like this. So here, let me show you how to hold it. You're gonna wrap your 3 fingers like this. Like you're gonna put your pointer finger under like this, leaving a little remaining out, and then thumb on. Hold here, wrapped. Your hook is bowing. Go through and pull through. That's how you get a single stitch, and we are only using single stitches for this crochet. Sometimes you need to redo the finger part. Sometimes you have to redo it like this, because sometimes you can run out of yarn. See how I'm running out of yarn right now? Well, I'm going to do probably another stitch, because that's how much I'm estimating we have room for. Now, if you don't mind, if you need some help, we can make a part 2. We can make a part 2 for this. So if you need some help, don't worry, we'll make a part 2 soon, because sometimes people need help.
Alright guys, watch out for my video, which is gonna come out very soon, maybe on Thursday, and I'm gonna have lots of fun in the
It's
video.
probably gonna be on Friday. Remember what we have to do on Thursday?
Okay, Friday. Bye.
Okay guys, so I have a bit more than 65 stitches maybe, but you can, I'd recommend you can do 65 and over, because that's just what I request, because I feel like if you do less than 65, it might be a bit small, and when you have like the little strings hanging down, they might be a bit uneven. So I'm going to show you guys how to do the rest. So you see this, we want to cut a bit of plain yarn, okay? So we're going to take our scissors. Make sure you're always careful with them. So, and I'm going to say cut out probably this much. And don't worry if you cut out too much, because we can cut it off at the end. So first we're going to loop it around. And then you see this open loop, you're going to put that other parts of the plain yarn. And then you put it through, and then you want to hold it like this. And then you shouldn't be able to see it. Now you're gonna probably have some hanging yarn left. So next you want to cut it as much as you can. You don't want to cut your creation, but you want to be able to get it cut, okay? So now remember this yarn that I was telling you about at the beginning of the video? So we're going to cut as close as we can, probably like this much. There we go. So there you go. Next, we have this. And then you guys might be thinking, how are we going to be making this into a bow? So if you know how to tie a bow, you can. I'm not the best at tying bows, so I'm going to ask my grown-up, and then I'm going to show you guys the final result. Okay guys, so this is the final result, and I hope yours came out as beautiful as mine did. So I just have a few things I'm going to say about this. So number one, if you don't want to do a plush yarn like I did a more of like a blanket or plushy yarn. So maybe if some of you guys are really familiar with crocheting, you might know there are super tiny yarns. So maybe you can experiment a bit with it, and I think that this is a super fun project, and it takes you less than like 10-20 minutes. So bye guys, thanks for watching.